Darin and Anita on Grand Strand. A music evolution. Now, Darin and Anita with your Grand Strand Artist Spotlight.
And back from a commercial break, Darin and Anita on Grand Strand. Welcome back to the show, folks. And it is time for our Spotlight interview segment this week in the show. And with me by phone is Rick Lee from Too Much Sylvia. Rick, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing, Darin?
I'm doing fine, man. The new album out, incredible. It's called 2MS, Too Much Sylvia, 12 tracks and a bonus track. Rick, I tell you, every track on here is incredible, man.
Well, you're very nice. Your check's in the mail.
Thank you. Everybody says that for some reason when I do that. But no, it's just incredible artist and incredible talent here. And I know, Rick, this is the 22nd year of Too Much Sylvia, man. I tell you, an incredible time and an incredible journey, I'm sure.
We've been very blessed, Darin. We really have. Three of us, Steve Long, our guitarist, and Eddie Howie, our bassist. Three of us have been together for 22 years, and then Don, our drummer, he's been with us for 13 now, so we're blessed.
You're consistently rated as one of the top 10 bands in North and South Carolina, and that's a great achievement right there with all the folks that are out there.
There's a lot of good bands out there, and for us to be in that mix is quite an honor.
And the new album is what we're going to talk about now, folks. Now, Rick, this album is, I guess, your first album since 2009. I believe that's right in researching you guys.
That's correct.
If you're a Carolina beach music fan, 2MS, Too Much Sylvia, this album is for you. The new song we're going to talk about, All I Want to Do Is Dance, is the first track on the album, 2MS, and Down to Barefootin', Step Right Out of My Dream, Bring It On Back, She's Ready, More Today, Complicated, Angel in Disguise, the Bee Gees tribute, Throw Away the Key, Love Makes Time, One More Night, and Red Sunglasses, which we were doing in the show about a year and a half ago, which was a great song by itself. Sort of takes you into a gambit of Carolina beach music, and even what you guys do on stage, like the Bee Gees tribute and all that. What was the concept in coming up with this album all together with you guys?
You know, I think anytime you go into to trying to create a new project, you're especially if you're writing tunes, you're kind of a slave to what happens. That being said, we did listen to what people were wanting in this area, with the feel, the music, and yes, we certainly tried to gear it toward the beach crowd, and I think it turned out real well with either the songs, with the lyrics, and it's things that we can all relate to, Darin.
They really are, and I tell you, to tell folks on this, most every song on this album, and I didn't realize you were as much of a songwriter as you are, most of them are written by you.
Well, there again, it's just the way things happen. I've been blessed.
In the songwriting part of it, I talked to an artist the other day who say they have different ways of developing and going through the writing process. And they said they lock themselves away, like in a room for a month at a time, and come out, and this is what they have. Is that how Rick Lee works?
No. I'm not that good. But you know, I've had minimal success. But it seems like the good songs, and from lots of the songwriters that I've spoke with through the years, it seems like the good songs happen pretty quick. I know the songs that I've had any success with, they come out pretty fast. The lyrics, you get the idea, you write it down, and then get to a keyboard and let's start working at some music, and it comes together pretty fast.
Right, sort of molds around just a process. Once you have a little bit of it, it sort of all builds itself together somewhat.
It does, and it's a feeling, it's a feeling that you need to get. When you feel it, you got to get it out. If you don't, if you sit there and work on it for 2 or 3 months and do this and that, you really take a lot of the life out of it.
True. Well, I tell you, every song on here does have a good catch to it and a good lyric to it, and we'll talk about All I Want to Do Is Dance. That's the song that's out right now, and folks, you've been hearing it in the radio show for the last month or so. How did that song come about? Just to give people how the writing of that come around, because it talks about the shag a little bit, and like you said, it's geared, this song especially is geared a little bit towards the beach music market.
We played at Fat Harold's last September for the last Saturday of Fall SOS, and I got back home and it was reminiscing. We had a good time down there, and my girlfriend Lynn is she's a former dance instructor for Fred Astaire, and so I started realizing her love for dance. for dancing, and then seeing the people dance, at a shag club like Fat Harold's, and the lyrics just kind of seem to happen and mold itself around how much love people have for dancing. I'm not a dancer,
right,
but I can see it, I can feel that what they see and feel in that dance, and so the music just kind of fell in place on it. I don't know, that's the way it happened. I don't know if it's the greatest thing in the world, but
well, it's a great song, Rick. I tell you, All I Want to Do Is Dance. It's what's out right now, folks, and you're getting ready to hear it in just a second. And I know, Rick, you guys are on the road all the time. I'm going to tell you, it's incredible to see your calendar of how much you guys are traveling. Where can folks go? A website, or I know you're on Facebook too. How can they find out your calendar? What's your website and that sort of thing?
The website is www.toomuchsylvia.com, and that's toomuchsylvia.com. And of course, we have 2 Facebook pages. We started a Friends page a year or 2 ago, and we didn't realize that we needed to have a fans page, because on Friends you can only have 5,000 people, so that's full. If you'd like to join us on Facebook, I would suggest going to the fan page. And we keep a calendar listed under the notes section on either one of the Facebook pages for Too Much Sylvia. So we're pretty easy to find. If you want to find us, you can find us.
Yeah, out of those 5,000 fans, man, there you go, just on one page. You done filled one up and started on the other one. Well, Rick, I tell you, I would like to get you, I do interviews for a thing called CBMZ, the Carolina Beach Music Zone, on video, and I'd love to get you on there sometime and get a little more history of Rick, because of like going back in the day with Sugar Creek and all that kind of thing. It'd be awesome to get a little more history on that. You be willing to sit down sometime and talk with us and let the fans know more about you?
Oh, I'd be honored. I've had a very good run, and if I can share anything with anybody, I'm glad to do it, Darin.
Hey, you gotta love the knowledge here. Well, Rick, let's go ahead and give it to him. Here it is, the latest by Too Much Sylvia.
This is Rick, and all I want to do is dance.
Play it soft or play it loud. Music makes me just want to sway.
Darin and Anita on Grand Strand. A music evolution.